Alright, we got a quick one today, but it's a different one. Remember this guy, Skadi, I'm not sure. We played him a month ago or so. And yeah, he's a Georgian civ picker. Every single game, Georgians. And then this guy here, he always plays random, OppositePol. He's a random player. Every game. That's what it looks like, at least when I look through AoE2 insights. So, now the Georgians, if you're not sure about them, they're pretty powerful. They've got everything going for them, really. They have fully upgraded infantry. They have monks with redemption and block printing. They have cavalry that regenerates. Fully upgraded hussar. You know, they've got a lot of stuff going for them. The regenerating is crazy. They get a free mule cart to start, which means they get an extra scout when they begin. It means they don't have to spend as much resources on, you know, mining camps or whatever, so you can just put more on food and be up super fast. Anyway, this civ is pretty much banned by all pros in all pro tournaments because it's so powerful. And I hate playing against it. I really hate playing against Georgians more than any other civ. You know, I could talk about Persians being difficult or, you know, Mongols are bad, but no, Georgians are the worst. This here, we have a different approach to Burmese. I've thought about how powerful this is, but let's talk about the Burmese for a second. Now, when you go to the next stage, your infantry gains +1 attack. Right? Now, another civ that has something like that is the Magyars. They get foraging for free. Right? So, if you go for a man-at-arms rush, your man-at-arms will have 6 attack +1 if you're Magyars, or if you're Burmese. Oop, almost lost a guy there. Or a woman, that is. And then another civ, comparable to them as well, that I think about when you talk about drushing or man-at-arms rush, is Japanese, right? So with Burmese, you save 100 wood, 75 food by getting double bid axe for free. Japanese, if you make a mill and a lumber camp, you're saving about 100 wood. So it's slightly better, I think, for Burmese here in terms of economy. Of course, the Japanese do have faster attacking infantry, but they don't have the +1 attack, so they're pretty similar here. Now, the approach this guy's going to take, OppositePol. He's going to try a man-at-arms rush. Now, what's different about what I do is, you know, I make the barracks very fast, try to get my militia over to the enemy's base very quickly, is my goal. But this guy, he's going to delay that a bit and play feudal aggression, right? He's going to get up to feudal, get the man-at-arms upgrade, and then add some army behind it. Really powerful strategy, and you know, I think it plays more into the advantages of Burmese than what I do. I just like getting to castle. I think it's more fun to play into castle. Alright, so anyway, we'll speed it up here. I've just wanted to give a little intro onto what's going on here. This guy I played, wow, why are we walling here? That's interesting for sure. But okay, yeah, here's kind of what I'm talking about. He's at 18 villagers, and he's clicked feudal already. This is actually kind of slow for Georgians. He had like 80 food left over. You could do it even faster, because you only have to build the mill, right? You don't have to build the lumber camp. Plus, this is already a scout, so it's even better than the Japanese, you know, 50 wood mill, 50 wood lumber camp. You get a scout as well, right? And then when you want to move to gold, you just move it to gold. Super powerful. Alright, so we're going a post-mill man-at-arms rush, of course, right? That means we make the mill first, barracks second, and then we get going with the militia. Now, this isn't perfect by either player here, of course. You know, we're mid-1500s. There's lots of mistakes still, just like I make. You know, like this village is just hanging around. Not perfect. But, in any case, let's go back here. Looks like we have found our opponent as the Burmese player. And we're getting militia trained. We're going to speed it up a bit here just to get straight into the action, because I don't want to waste too much of your time here. Couple on gold, so we know archers are coming next. So we're going to slow that right on down. Here we go. Little interaction between the scouts. This is bad for so many reasons for the Burmese player. Georgians have a bonus on the hill. Georgian scout regenerates health. But now we're distracting our opponent, and we're going to Oh, we don't get that Vil. That's too bad. We were right there for it. But we distracted our opponent a bit with our scout, so these men-at-arms will have a chance to do some work. Actually, let's see what it looks like from Green's perspective. Just see how brutal this is. Okay, we got 3 scouts, a pretty typical Georgians play. We're going to add a 4th. So that means we train 3 scouts in total. And this one's regenerating. You see, it's back up to 31 health already. Isn't that just crazy? What a ridiculous bonus. It's like you get the Dravidians elephant regenerating HP, or the Berbers camel regenerating HP, but you get it in Feudal. That's so crazy, isn't it? Okay, 4 scouts, but we're stuck at home. Scouts kind of suck against the Drush, is the problem with scouts. Because these guys have more attack, 2 more attack, and just as much HP. Plus we've got a spear here. Okay, we're going in. Now we can have the Vils fight as well as scouts, a good play. But the Vils aren't really fighting. They basically one-shot the scouts. Look at that. Look at how wild that is. I guess the spear's in there as well, doing work. Good micro, moving the scout, or the spear onto the scout. Okay, so this will be the first Vil kill. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Nope, we have not killed a single villager, but we've completely shut down the scout rush, and we still have 2 men-at-arms. Okay, change target. Oh, the men-at-arms are faster. Are we gonna get one? We got one. With 2 man-at-arms, we got one. That 7 attack is heavy. Okay, well, that's gone. Alright, so as the Georgians player, you're thinking, finally I took care of that. Let's stabilize a bit. Let's get our farms going, work on our economy a bit. I don't know, I would be making scouts. Okay, good. The opponent does make scouts here. That's a good play by the Georgians player. And we did see something when we were looking at the Burmese player, right? We saw we're on gold, and an archery range is being produced. So we're going to come back here and look at what that looks like. So a bit different of an approach than what I do, right? We've just had 1 Vil going here, making a wall, made a blacksmith, and here we go with the archers. Brutal. We have nothing to defend. Archers are here. 3 of them with fletching. They have fletching already. This one gets away, but we're going to get some more here. And look at that. Now we're idling our TC. This feudal pressure is powerful. There goes another one. Just barely missed it. 3 villagers down. Oh no. Disaster for Georgians. Another scout down. 4 villagers killed. Oh no. And no GG, just I resign. That's this Georgian player, you know. When I played him, he said BG, bad game, right? He was really upset with me beating him. I went Scorps and Halberdiers. This was I don't remember the day that game came out. I think the 29th of January is the day that video came out, that is. And now this is just desperate, right? We're going to attack with the villagers because we can't take on the spear. It's a disaster. We needed this archery range forever ago. And we built it, but we didn't train anything out of it. You know, skirms should shut down all of this. But it just didn't happen. But, you know, you never expect Burmese to send out archers, right? You're not thinking, Burmese, they're going to hit me with an archer rush. Like, that just, nobody's thinking about that. Like, even less so than, say, Celts. What's another civ with bad archers? I'm thinking Celts, right? Because the Celts also have bad scouts. So you're thinking, okay, Celts, they could probably hit me with archers. But Burmese, they have good scouts. So I should expect a scout rush. Instead, we do a man-at-arms into archers. That's powerful. I've been destroyed by that from Japanese players before. It's just, I think, the strongest feudal strat. Of course, it's a bit more intensive because you spend so much on, you know, the man-at-arms. But I think it's really strong. And I'm kind of thinking I gotta implement something like this because look at the damage. We just destroyed a Georgians picker at 1550 elo. And it's a really simple build, you know. You add the barracks after you've got, you know, your mill and lumber camp added, stabilized, you get some on gold. Then you send them forward and you just attack a wood line. Follow it up with some archers. You'll wreck every single scouts player if you can do that right. You know, the scouts player has to add archers fast, and that's hard to adapt if you never have to deal with drushes, which I don't know how many players drush. Anyway, I want to say OppositePol, very well played, very well done. Burmese are the best civ in the whole game. Now let's look at the stats really quickly here, just because this is a shorter video. Not much to see, but we were ahead of military the whole time because of the drush. Economy, we were ahead in economy. That double bid axe starts to pay off after some time. I think we did have a little bit of idle TC. Not a ton, nothing too considerable. Oops, technology. Yep, faster feudal from the Georgians as expected, as well as if we're doing a man-at-arms rush. But the craziest thing to me is we went up with 20 population, right? It's not like we had some super slow opening or anything. We were up just as fast. We had our, militia into man-at-arms and out there, and it's just so hard to repel it. And then if the archers come in, if you haven't made skirms, your own archers are going to die if you're a bit slow to it, especially if you want to do a scout rush. If you want to scrush, you're probably thinking, I'm going to make 1, 2 archers. If 3 or 4 archers show up from the enemy, they're going to beat your archer 10 times out of 10. So very disastrous. You have to be very prepared, very observant if you're going scouts against a civ that can drush. And definitely, I think we didn't scout that at all. That was another very crucial part about this. These scouts were just fighting on the hill, and I'm sure the Georgians players thinking, this is fantastic. I'm fighting his scout on a hill. This is great for me. But we have no idea what's going on here. You think it's great. Oh, my scout's going to regenerate. He's going to lose his scout. It's going to be a problem for him. But as a result of this scout fighting here, we don't know what the enemy's doing. Could be drush. Could be archers. Could be man-at-arms. Could be scouts. Could be a trush. We have no idea. And that's why scouting is so paramount in this game. Very smart play as well from OppositePol here. Attack the scout here. Let's fight, scouts. And then he pulled his other scout over here. It's brilliant, right? Like, there's so many little pieces of nuance in this game. And if you're not prepared for it, or you don't get the intel, or you don't know how to respond, you make the wrong decision, it completely alters how the game plays out. And I love this. It's chess where you have to manage every single piece moving at the exact same time, and there's no turns. You just keep going. I love Age of Empires 2. It's so much fun, and this is like, I'm just nerding out about it, but so much fun seeing these new strategies, these other strategies that I don't play, seeing the possibilities of what I could do, seeing how it compares against opponent strategies. Very fun. Just such an incredible game. And with that, I say thank you for watching.